Which is the best Grand Slam? Each is unique and different in its own way. Here to discuss are Ian Eagle and the editors from Tennis.com.
It's a terrific debate in tennis. What is the best Grand Slam tournament? Steve, you've covered them all. What's the best?
Well, Wimbledon has the history, the US Open has sort of the size and the glamour, but I'm going to put in a word for the French Open just because it has an historic element, but it also, it's great to see clay court tennis up close. I don't think people realize sort of the physical aspect of it.
I may have overplayed my hand here with the purple and green of Wimbledon. I went there for the first time last year. Loved it. It was kind of, I grew up watching it on TV. It's really all that you hear about and see in person. Tastefully modernized, how I put it. You got the gangways under center court, you got the day off, you got the dress, everything. But the tournament also has given us, in my opinion, the best matches over the past 4 or 5 years with a couple of Federer Nadal 5-set finals. You have Roddick Federer 16-14 final, you have the Isner Mahut match. The tournament, it's one of the few grass court tournaments left, but I think it actually benefits in that it's really one of the only games in town. Players seem to really peak for it and embrace the historical stature of it.
I'm going to go with Eddie because I think basically Wimbledon is still, especially in the eyes of the world at large, it's still the World Championships of tennis. And I think the way Wimbledon has handled itself and kept that niche and kept that really right out there, because let's face it, they could be called the British Open because that's what they are. But Wimbledon, very cleverly, consciously or not, has managed to keep this sense that this is, simultaneously the most important tournament in the world, but also the one that's the most historic, and that's important.
I think the Australian is still the weakest and still the least prestigious.
The one thing about the US Open that I've noticed, having gone there as a kid and then worked it as a broadcaster, there is a feeling that you're a part of an event, that it's on center stage, it's New York, and while it isn't the official end of the tennis season, there does seem to feel like a culmination of sort when you wrap up the US Open.
My favorite court's there, grandstand court. You sit there, right up close, and that kind of actually drew me into tennis a little more. So that tournament, even though I put Wimbledon ahead of the US Open overall, Flushing Meadows always has a really great place to me, and I go every year.
All 4 of the Grand Slams bring a little something different to the table, but the one thing within the tennis world that's pretty clear is they've all got a little something for everybody.